Hi, welcome back to Wandering Magic. This is going to be the energy reading for the month of May 2021 for all Scorpios, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So starting off with our tarot cards here, we have the Four of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and then our Oracle cards are Optimism in reverse and Jewel Box, which represents fortune, secrets, and safekeeping. So I've done a few of these readings already, and the number four seems to be very prominent. Um, and this card in particular, it's come out for both upright and reverse, but four talks about foundations, and that's basically also what the Queen of Pentacles talks about. And then if you look over here, we have another foundation, so to speak. These are not exactly pentacles, but you know, you get the idea. But there's pentacles down here, so this is a month of grounding and figuring out what you want to keep and remove in your life. This is also, I'm feeling like revisiting things that had brought you down in the past, maybe. um and what I mean by that is there's maybe certain decisions that you made and maybe they weren't the best ones, kind of like re-evaluating those things, or even to the point where someone let you down and you working on forgiving that person for doing that thing. And even if you're not communicating with that person, you can forgive them in your own way by, you know, journaling, doing some kind of ritual releasing, or things of that nature if that's what you're into. But it seems like if you want it, Scorpio, uh, I was gonna say September. That's interesting. May, sorry, May is, if you want it, May is going to bring you joy, and it's going to pull you out of those um, bored states that you've been in, those negative states that you've been in. That's more of a of your emotions that we're focusing on here, because I'm feeling like there's something weighing on you emotionally that's been keeping you down. um, and yeah, so this month it's kind of like putting that behind you. But how you do that is by evaluating the situation, right? So just maybe writing a pros and cons list, or really thinking it through. Like, are you settling for something? Are you giving something all you got? Is this worth giving into? It's really opening your mind to the possibilities of, you know, because it seems like going forward, this decision, and there's nothing, no, none of these cards really talk about a decision, but for some reason, it feels very prominent to me that this is about a decision that needs to be made here. And then as soon as I say that, I pull from the top of the deck, and there's a Judgment card in reverse, which to me always signifies a decision that needs to be made. And here's the thing, making this decision, you're afraid to, because you know this is going to be life altering. So this is really, it's really weighing on you. But you know, focusing on, you know, the feeling, the know, what you know so far. Is this a good idea? Should I pursue this relationship? Should I make the call? Should I take the job? You know, asking yourself, should I do this? You know, and again, making the decision and then writing it down, because you know this is very serious. You're afraid to fuck this up, essentially. And anytime you make a decision because this is very serious, it's going to be a chain reaction of things and events. So really pay attention to that. Um, Whatever this situation is going to help you move forward into the next phase of your life. It's either going to do that, or it's going to kind of push you backwards or keep you in the same exact place. But this energy needs to move. It needs to move. And my hand is doing like this. Like, it just needs to move. And because it does feel stuck. And it has you somewhere. And for some of you, you're involved with an earth sign. So earth signs are Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Could also be a water sign with the cups here, which is Cancer, Scorpio, or um, Pisces. Sorry. So either one of those doesn't have to be, but like I said, the Pentacles are very prominent in this reading. But yeah, this decision is definitely going to help you, because I feel right now you may not be feeling optimistic about it with this optimism card in reverse. You may not be feeling like this is it, because looking at this card in reverse, the sun is actually setting instead of rising. And it's like being surrounded by abundance, being surrounded by so much good, that you need to make sure that this decision adds and not subtracts from the good. It helps you with the progress that you've made and not takes you backwards, right? But this is why, you know, you need to work out all those frustrations. You need to work out having a positive outlook on situations, because those negative outlooks are just really they're gonna hold you back. um, you know, this, whatever this situation is, has kind of got you, I'm feeling, overthinking, and just, you're kind of not in a state of surrender, but you're just, you're like, what now? Like, what now? Like, just tell me what to do at this point. It's almost like you can't even make up your own mind. It's definitely a secret, that there's something about this. Either you're keeping a secret from the situation, or someone's keeping something from you. So think about that for a second. It's going to vary for other people, but what's going on with the secret? And that's probably what's got you down. There's a guilty conscience here, perhaps. And you know, if that's what it is, you just got to clear your conscience, really. The way you get through this is by continuing to have like a positive outlook with the day ahead. Trying not to overthink something. Again, just sit down. You give yourself time to sit down one day, and not even the whole day, just for, you know, a couple minutes or an hour or so, and write these things down. Write it all out and be honest with yourself. Write as if no one else is going to read what you wrote. Even if you want to give that to someone, write it down. But if you don't, that's 1,000% okay. But that's, you know, it's just an idea for an outlet. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Again, the Pentacles energy is heavy. You know, whatever this is, it is going to just, it's going to just set you off on a path of goodness, of righteousness. You know, again, whether you choose to go in or pull out of the situation, you need to make the right choice. And let me see here. Oh, Knight of Swords and the Hangman. I was just talking about surrendering. So, okay, let me sit with this energy for a second. Okay, so what I'm getting from the Knight of Swords and the Hangman regarding this situation, it has to do with something that really gets a rise out of you. It could be a person, or just the situation, but it really puts you in a state of overthinking, and then you might be either reacting or trying not to react to this situation. But it definitely kind of takes you to a place where you're like, why am I thinking about this so much? Why, you know, and you're trying to surrender. You're trying to be in the moment, but there's something that's just, you're pulling on the reins here. You're like, mm-mm. So because of that hesitation, you really just need to sit with yourself and think about, you know, how this is going to affect the future. And again, try not to overthink or overwork yourself with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, because, you know, it's just not going to do you any good. And, you know, overthinking is the illusion of control. So really think about that for a second too. And try to just be. my method of trying to make a decision is just quieting my mind. So you could do like a guided meditation or just kind of sitting in quiet. I know I mentioned writing things down a couple of times, so maybe again writing that letter. Um, Whether it's going to be given just for yourself and just ripped up or burned up, or given to somebody, but you know, I'm feeling like writing this down is going to benefit you in a huge way. Okay? And just be honest with yourself, be honest about the situation, and most certainly be honest with the person if there is a person involved here. Um, but yeah, we're going to work on flipping that optimism around, okay? We're going to work on flipping that around in May. We got a lot of work to do. There's so many of us. Scorpio, you are not alone. So many of the signs already have so much work to do this month. There must be something huge on the horizon with the universe because these messages are cohesive. Anyway, alrighty. I hope you enjoyed this message, Scorpio. I hope you found it helpful. I hope to see you in the next reading. And in the meantime, take care. Bye bye.